No, he won't return my phone call.
Judd, so I've just heard Jason Segel on the Mark Maron podcast, and he said his career was owed to you. Will Amy Schumer say the same thing in 5 years?
Well, I don't think
You better say it now.
Yeah, I always look at it like, you know, I'm lucky to get to collaborate with people who are really talented and funny, and I'm just recognizing that someone has a lot to say. And Jason is the same way. You know, I met Jason Segel when he was 18 years old, but even then I thought, oh, this is one of the greatest, most creative, hilarious guys I've ever met. And End of the Tour is an amazing showcase for him, and it's a really beautiful movie. So, you know, I'm just happy to get a chance to, you know, create these little groups of people who try to make stuff. Because when I was a kid, I used to watch Saturday Night Live and shows like that, and I thought, oh, I wish I was a part of that. And I didn't get to be, but I got to make these other little groups.
Mm-hmm. So did you guys know Amy before you did the movie together? And what specifically did you like about her style of comedy?
I did not know her. I met her at the audition, and but I had seen her stand up, and I had seen her show, and I always liked just how honest it was. I appreciated how, you know, that she it was very brave, you know, for comedy, and then learning that she was this classically trained actress who decided to do stand up, you know, and that she was this amazing actress, and we like to work the same way. So it was that was a big plus.
Could you elaborate on that? You like to work the same way?
That we like to, you know, we needed to kind of get this chemistry together. I kind of said I don't like a lot of romantic comedies because I don't buy that the two people should be together, you know? And so it was this very conscious effort that I would go watch her do stand-up. Me and her sister would go have, you know, dinners. If I had a free moment, call, what are you up to? Let's walk around. It was just hanging out with each other, getting to know each other so we could be vulnerable in front of each other and try to get that chemistry because we didn't know each other, you know, and working incredibly hard to make sure that was on screen.
So talking about chemistry, you have this great chemistry with LeBron James. Do you guys still hang out, or
No, he won't return my phone call.
But if you email him, he will respond. That's what's weird.
Yeah, he responds incredibly fast. In game, in middle of game, can't talk.
He's a big emailer.
Yeah.
So Amy is often labeled as feminist, just like Lena Dunham from Girls or Abby and Ilana from Broad City, and you could even say that Lindsay Weir from Freaks and Geeks is a feminist character.
Sure.
Why is this a focus of your work?
Well, I mean, you know, feminism just means that everybody should be equal. So that seems like an obvious thing that we all should believe in. And I just think that there's a lot of very strong voices and brilliant women who have a lot to say. And I think it's fun to hear their stories and hear their point of view. So I've been very lucky to get to work with people like Amy and Lena Dunham and Kristen Wiig and Andy Mumolo and Linda Cardellini, who's one of the most brilliant actresses I've ever worked with. And I think we need more of that, so hopefully the success of movies like Trainwreck and shows like Girls just leads to more opportunities for people.
So why do you think that it's harder for women to make these kinds of movies, this kind of unapologetic comedy?
I actually don't think it's hard. I think you just need the opportunity to get to make it. I think that there's a lot of people who are ready to do this kind of work. And each time a movie is successful, I think a studio thinks, well, there's a lot of money to be made in these movies. And, you know, there are market forces that create opportunities for people. So hopefully we'll just get a lot more of these.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. Sexual intercourse. Oh!
You never spend the night. What were you, blackout drunk?
No, I had like 2 drinks. 3 max. 4 now that I'm tallying.
Because you're on antibiotics or something?